Bindweed has been growing in the UK since the last ice age, and no matter how us humans have tried to kill it, it's still here. So there's not much point trying to tackle it head on. Instead, we need to outwit it. There are two types. One that scrambles along the floor and doesn't really cause any problems, and the other that likes to climb. That's the one you need to keep your eye on. It'll grow 3 meters tall and the roots will get even longer. In the herbaceous borders here at Wisley, we use a design trick called sleight of hand. So if the eye has something more interesting to look at, it doesn't notice the bindweed quite so much. But look here. Here it is. We cut it back whenever we see it, and then in the autumn we try and fork as many of the roots as we can get out, but we don't get all of them, so don't worry if you don't. But bindweed doesn't have to be bad news. Anything that's been growing for thousands of years will be beneficial to wildlife. So bees, butterflies and hoverflies all love the flowers. And you see those little tiny holes? That will be the caterpillars of the elephant hawk moth, the rosy wave moth and the convolvulus hawk moth. So here's the question. Do we need to get rid of it? Well, put it this way. You don't need to get rid of it, but it's not a plant you should turn your back on either. If you've got a wildlife garden or a mature hedge, you can just leave it and it'll be great for the insects. But for everyone else, here are the top 5 ways to prevent it from taking over. Keep cutting it back. Be persistent and be patient, and eventually it might give up. Fork out as many roots as possible, but try not to break them, because even a tiny little piece can regrow. Prevent self-seeding. Although they're not prolific seeders, they can set viable seeds. So deadhead before they set seed, just in case. If it's in a neighbour's garden, you'll need to insert a physical barrier at least 45 centimetres deep along your fence line to stop the roots coming into your garden. But if it's really bad, then maybe it's time for a rethink. Turfing over it and regularly mowing it will eventually get rid of it. Bindweed is one of nature's great survivors. And look, I get it. It can be a bit of a nuisance, but with patience, persistence and sleight of hand, maybe we can all coexist.